How are you sleeping at night? Do you lay awake thinking, oh, retirement money, I hope that money doesn't run out? Many people do. It's one of the biggest fears those entering or even in retirement face. But you don't have to have those sleepless nights. Tom Jacobs from Jacobs Financial Services joins us this morning to say why. Hi, Tom.
Good morning.
Help me sleep better at night, or a lot of other people too.
Gosh, with all the craziness in the world, that's the big thing is, my money's going up and down, and this is my precious, important, gotta have it retirement money. The last thing in the world you want to do is have your money in a spot where you could lose it. So we are really encouraging people, stop the madness, stop the craziness, take some action, take that money, put it in a spot where it's safe.
But Tom, over the past decade, my money has grown incredibly, and why would I give up those gains?
So let's talk about that. So you're exactly right. Our country enjoyed the longest bull run ever in the history of the world. Didn't really matter where your money was. You did just fine. November 15th of 2021, last year, we got to the top. All the pressure today and the momentum is forcing the market to go down. High interest rates, increasing interest rates, inflation at all-time highs. I believe the market's going to continue to go down. We're in a recession. So many people are afraid to use that word, but by definition, we're in a recession. My opinion, we're heading to a depression. I don't like to talk about that stuff, but what I do like to do is protect people from what's about to happen. And I can protect your money by getting it the heck out of the market, putting it in a spot where it's 100% safe.
But if I take the money out of the market, am I giving up those gains? My money stops growing?
Well, we use products that allow you to participate in the up. So if the markets are going up, you can keep making money. But if the markets are going down, floor of zero, 100% safe. The product, it's called a fixed indexed annuity, specifically designed for folks approaching or already retired as a vehicle that they can use to create income in retirement that's guaranteed to last forever.
And that's something else that people worry about. Am I going to outlive my money? If you say, is there a way to guarantee an income until the day I die?
Fixed index annuities offer a ability to guarantee income It's the only asset class that even if you deplete the asset, the income is still guaranteed for life. And that's because it's an insurance product. It's not a securities product. It's an insurance product with guarantees from insurance companies.
So when this all sounds great, I don't have to worry about losing the money that I put in. I can still gain some money in the market. What's the first step in me learning more about that?
Give us a call. Call us, come visit with us. Everyone's idea of retirement is radically different, and we customize the plan for each of our clients. We've created something called the Jacobs Retirement Roadmap, which takes us from today to the finish line, and we look at all of the milestones along the way for each client. How do we claim Social Security? What do we do with pensions? What happens when I get to 72 and I have to start taking money out? What's our strategy? So we look at all of those areas. We put it in a very easy to navigate booklet called the Jacobs Retirement Roadmap.
So it's all laid out. Do I have to bring anything in? Do I need to gather all my receipts, my statements?
Yeah, we're not doing tax planning, so I don't need all your stuff. Most folks have a very good idea of where their money is, what type of an account, and that's really what we need to get started. If you happen to have a current statement, we'd love to take a look at that. But really, let's just start by having a conversation.
And this isn't, by the way, for folks that are like 20s, 30s, 40s. The market, obviously, they may have time to recover, but this is for people who are near or already in retirement.
Exactly. So our clients typically are not 20 and 30 and 40. To your point, they can be in the market. They've got the time to go up and down. But if you're 55 to 80, you're 3 to 7 years away from retirement or already retired, boy, we need to talk.
And you can sleep better at night. That's really the goal here, to have money for your retirement and not worry about losing it. Jacobs Financial Service has several locations throughout West Michigan. You want to learn more? Go online, jacobsfs.com, or if you'd rather just pick up the phone and start the conversation today, call 616-622-4654.